Hi, welcome to this Herbal Cache video. My name is Pam Brockmeyer and this is my botanical beverage journey. So today we are going to focus on basil and we are going to be making a basil and cucumber vodka slushy. So let's get started. Okay, so here you can see my beautiful basil plant that I have in my pot right next to the wonderful sage. And we all know that basil is a culinary herb. It has been used for hundreds and thousands of years in recipes and in cooking. And it also has many medicinal qualities as well. And because it is a member of the mint family, it does have a lot of those constituents and actions that other mint plants have, such as peppermint, spearmint. So basil is very beneficial for many things. It helps with digestion, it'll help with headaches, insomnia, it helps support the kidneys and the bladder, and it's also very good for memory and concentration, and it also helps with reducing fevers and fighting fevers because it is a warming herb, as many other mint plants are, and it helps fight those viruses. So basil is very beneficial, and that's why it's used as a culinary herb in everyday use. So today we are going to put it into a beverage, and I'm going to cut a little bit of this up, bring it in, and then we'll go get started on brewing our wonderful beverage. Okay, so I have my basil all picked and I've got the ingredients all here. So we are going to get started on making our basil and cucumber vodka slushy. And I'm just going to adjust the camera here so that way you can see the ingredients and what I'm doing. Okay, so here are the ingredients that we will be using to make our slushy. I've got the basil that I previously cut earlier, and we only need about a 1/4 cup of that. I grabbed a little bit extra so that way I can use it as a garnish in the glass once it's done. We've got 3 tablespoons of sugar. We got a 1/4 cup of water, and I've got 2 ounces of lime juice. You're supposed to use fresh lime juice, but I am cheating. I am just using the lime juice from the bottle. And you also want to use for the cucumber about a medium-sized Kirby cucumber. I don't have that, but I do happen to have the vodka and cucumber already combined, so I am going to use this instead, and I'll be using a 1/4 cup of this cucumber and mint vodka. And then you want to have 3.5 cups of ice in your blender. So I've already got the ice in the blender. I've got that all ready to go, so I'm just going to add the ingredients to the blender. So we've got our 1/4 cup of water. 1/4 cup of water. I'll add that to the ice, and then I've got the lime juice that I will be adding in. So that will go in as well. And then we want the 1/4 cup of vodka. And if you don't want the alcohol version, just leave the vodka out. Just add an extra cup of water, and that will suffice as well if you don't want to go with the alcoholic version. And then I'll add in the sugar. And if you want, you could probably always play around with a different substitute for sweetener. If you want, maybe like a simple syrup would work as well, or cane sugar, whichever you prefer if you don't want just the regular white sugar. And then a 1/4 cup of basil. So I'll do about a 1/4 cup. I want to keep some nicer leaves for the top as a garnish, just to make it dress up the drink, make it look pretty. And I'm just gonna peel off some leaves and till I get to about a 1/4 cup. And again, we're making this beverage because basil it's such a good herb to get into your diet. Like I said before, I mean, it's good for the memory, concentration. It helps with supporting your kidneys and your bladder. So basil, it's very beneficial and very supportive for our bodies, and it's just good to get into our system. Good to get into that habit to get herbs into just everyday usage. So we got that. And I will say, do not add an overabundance of basil. I did that one time, and it had a very basil taste, very heavy basil taste, but it also tasted kind of grassy because I added a little too much. And I think we are about good. I'm gonna dump that in there, and we'll just put this one last leaf in there so I'm not wasting it. And then that is it. We'll save these pieces for the garnish. And so let's go ahead. I'm going to blend it up. So I have it all blended up nice and fine. I really mixed it up because you want to make sure you kind of get like a lot of the little green pieces in there, because when you're drinking it, obviously you don't want little green leaves caught in your teeth. But so I tried to blend it up as much as I could, and it looks really good now. So I am just going to pour some into these little coupe glasses that I've got. I'm going to use the spatula because otherwise it like slops out big time, and I don't want to make a mess if I don't have to. So, and you can just smell the basil. Oh my gosh, the aroma from the basil, oh, amazing. So we get that one in there, fill this one up, get a little basil in there, and this makes a wonderful beverage in the summer when it's hot. It's just nice, cool, and refreshing to drink. It just kind of, chills you down, cools you down. And like we said earlier, it helps with tension and stress. So by drinking this, just the aroma, the smell, it just kind of just helps you just cool down, chill a little bit. And so we're gonna add these little mint, or not mint, I'm sorry, it is part of the mint family, but no, this is basil. We'll just put a little basil in there, and we've got our little drinks. I'll aim there so you can see. Very, very refreshing, very good. And so here we have it. Here is our basil and cucumber vodka slushy. And like I said, you can leave out the vodka, just add in, substitute it for water, or maybe even like a soda water would also be good as well. But here it is. Smells delicious. And it just has a nice cooling effect. Just like I said, very wonderful drink to have on a hot day. And it's just refreshing. And so I hope you give it a try. It's very simple to make with, the fresh basil. And if you don't have a cucumber, you can use cucumber vodka, which is out there. So I hope you give it a try. I will have the recipe down below, so make sure you click on that and follow me, subscribe to my channel, so that way you can always be updated when I download another video. So I hope you join me on my botanical beverage journey for future recipes and information on how to get herbals into your diet the beverage way. Take care.